The first step to calibrate is to clean the carver thoroughly. It is critical for the Z-axis in particular to be cleaned between every carve. Failure to properly clean the Z-axis can cause the machine to carve poorly or not carve at all. The machine needs as much room as possible to move unobstructed in this plane. If uncleaned, foam will compact exponentially, and when insufficiently cleaned, the carver will run into issues. At a certain point of foam compaction, the machine will read a loss of position error and cease carving and prohibit starting the machine until a proper cleaning is completed. For calibration, a straight mandrel is required. Cylindrical blocks are ideal for calibration. A scrap AFO block can be used, but excess material needs to be removed. Excess material on one end of the block can cause unnecessary friction and pulling on the carving end and lead to a false poor calibration. The block must be fully inserted into the mandrel. Then, load cylinder X must be clicked on the screen. Align the carving bit with the top of the block in the carver using the arrow keys on the left. Once ready to begin, click Start. To calibrate, only carve enough to ensure you're past the radius of the cutter, then end the carve. This will take about 45 to 60 seconds depending on the speed of your carver. Back the carving bit away from the phone using the arrow keys. When measuring, it is critical that the same tool is used every time on all carvers for consistency. Begin by zeroing the tool and ensuring that nothing is stuck in the jaws of the calipers, as it can skew the measurement. Compression will skew the measurements and can cause unnecessary wear on the calipers and damage the foam. Gentle pressure is ideal. Measurements should be taken left to right and front to back. The tool must be level and not angled, as shown on the left of the screen. On the computer, click Calibrate X and enter the measurements recorded on the calipers with as many decimals as there are available. If the incorrect number is entered on this step, for example, 19.92 instead of 1.992, Medico must be contacted immediately to reset the machine. Carve again by clicking Start. The second carve does not require the carving bit to be adjusted vertically as it was with the first carve. Repeat the previous measurement process with no compression. Zero the tool and ensure that nothing is stuck in the jaws of the calipers. The final calibration measurement must be between 2.00 and 1.99.